Goodbye September, welcome October. Three legends were born this month. Myself, Poria, and the myth, the man, the legend himself, Apollo.
Just before we get into today's video, we wanted to let you guys know that we are looking for an editor.
So if you have any background in video editing and want to work with us, make sure to hit us up. Check out the email here or in the description and send us some of your samples, and then we can work from there together. Even though September was only around 30 days, we managed to get a lot done. Again, of course we knew our languages wasn't going to be done in a month, but we succeeded a lot during this month. We smashed our Duolingo and drops out of the way. However, what took us by surprise is we went through a couple of playlists on YouTube, and by watching these YouTube videos we can go through these playlists from episode 1 onwards, and this way we can set a good foundation from the beginning onwards with the teacher itself. Another very helpful thing we've noticed is by going to different platforms we can notice similar words coming across each other. Although we are learning the same language, it helps us memorize certain words. We can say, oh, for instance, I can remember las gafas de sol from drops because it means sunglasses, even though that was quite a hard word for me to memorize at the beginning. Because of this little slight difference, I managed to memorize it, and now I don't think I can ever forget it.
And now we don't need to just focus on Duolingo teaching us that Duo likes to eat oranges. Duo mange orange. Now, languages aside, the other main priority that we did was read books. And this time around, we managed to read the books together. So the two books that we read in the month of September were Never Finished by David Goggins and also The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. Now, the reason why we read those two books is because David Goggins goes without saying. His first book, Can't Hurt Me, was amazing. And that inspired us to read the second one as well, which was released in December last year.
We previously read his books separately, and this time around, since we're together, we said why not do it together for his new book, Never Finished. And I gotta say, another amazing, fantastic book.
Maybe not quite as good as the first book, but nevertheless, it was still an amazing book and we enjoyed reading it.
To be fair, we did listen to it on Audible, which I highly recommend, because on Audible he adds his own segments and another narrator, which followed up from the first book.
And the second book by Mark Manson, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, was also a very interesting read. The style in which the book was written was quite new and refreshing. I've never read a book in that manner, so I highly recommend you guys read that also.
So hopefully you guys saw our most popular video this month, which was the Tough Mudder video. We did participate in the Tough Mudder, not the 5k, not the 10k, the 15 kilometer, as we mentioned it previously, and it was an absolute blast. It was a very fun challenge overall, and next time we're gonna push ourselves even harder, because to be fair, this time we did go in with absolutely no training before, but for the upcoming challenges we sure will practice more. And it's all about setting goals and tasks. Set something very hard for yourself and complete it, so at least you can say during this month I did this. Have something to brag about.
And on that note, let's move on to the challenges that we want to set ourselves for the month of October. Now, since September was mainly focused on learning and reading books, this month we're going to focus on something else. We're going to be focusing on training and getting fitter. Now, everyone's main two objectives is to lose body fat and also gain muscle. So why not centralize our month about that as well?
So besides recording all our videos back in the studio, we're gonna hit this trip. We'll be recording a lot of our videos for this month outside the house.
We're aiming to record as much as we can outside of the studio this month, so that way we could break out of this cycle. Recently, a lot of our videos have just been in the studio, and we want to try and diversify our content.
The videos we are going to be releasing this month will give a little bit of mix between it, so you guys are not so bored about it.
The fuck you bored about, bro? The content we're going to be releasing are going to be fitness oriented, so make sure you stay tuned for all of those by turning on the notifications. Once again, thanks again for all of the support that you show us for all of our videos, so make sure that you like, comment and share.
On that note, thank you for staying to the end of this video, and stay traditional.